Daddy's Girl by Anton Palmer. Another one of those. Welcome. This is Check That Book, a special place where we get acquainted with the most disturbing books ever written. Define disturbing to each their own, but again, this is an average list. If you Google disturbing literature, you most likely will find the titles that we speak of on this channel on the list. And I found another fun one for you guys, Daddy's Girl. Haven't heard of this one before. No, it's not a kinky Wattpad story by no means. This is an extreme psychological horror, actually. Not a very long read, but psychologically interesting. Yeah? Mildly entertaining, yeah? Oh, come on, who am I kidding? I'm just trying to be a nicer person. It's a cool book. It's a fucked up book. Right from the beginning, we get a terrifying prologue that's also rather gripping, to be honest. This one gets your attention. It encapsulates you in this sick and twisted world of a religious fanatic. Yes, it's one of those fun stories. Basically, the plot real quick. We have this girl, Daddy's Girl, who is raised in a rather peculiar, so to say, softly, peculiar religious household, raised by her extremely religious father. And something tells me this has nothing to do with true religion, but again, extremacy exists in everything. So this is a religious extremist, her father, and yeah, the opening scene is it's I can imagine a horror movie beginning like this. Very wicked, very well done. I highly recommend if you're into that, if you want to sit there with a book like the fuck. So like I promised, the plot real quick. So we have this girl raised in this household with questionable values. Everything is extreme in this case. We have our main character Victoria, who is yes, she it's your basically, it's kind of like your Stephen King's Carrie, kind of remotely, but the vibe is similar. So you're the odd one out, right? And again, the religion is kind of the basis for the problem here. Extremist religion, mind you. So that's the issue. She has been brought up this way. She doesn't know the correct way, the right way, or, alternative ways even. Well, by the end of the book, the only alternative way that she will find is, I really don't want to spoil it for you guys, but she will find a way to deal with her problems, such as a cheating husband and, fake friends and stuff like that. Yes, I will try to avoid spoilers. Speaking of which, every time I do these book introductions, I get mixed feedback. Either you guys want more info and you want me to, go into the review direction, which I try not to do. There are better channels for that. I'm not reviewing anything here. I'm just telling you how stuff is with a touch of my opinion on whether it's a worthy read or not in terms of disturbing. Or some of you guys are whining that, I spoil stuff. Not in a bad way, you're whining. You have all the right to whine. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out my place here on YouTube. It's not easy. So let me be clear on this one. Since I am still in the process of finding my way here, and I feel I'm not spoiling too much. Again, I'm telling you the basic premise. If you look up the short summary of any book I am introducing to you guys here, you will find the same text that I convey, only in a more fluent and emotionless form. Mind you, I'm very outspoken on my feelings about certain books and stories. So yes, I am still kind of I'm still seeking the correct way to deliver this information to you, but in my opinion, I don't spoil too much. But maybe it should come as a fair warning at the beginning of each video that, hey, this might contain spoilers, because what some person considers a big spoiler might not be that big of a deal to another person, and vice versa. You know, it's hard to please everyone, and we're not here to please everyone. It's impossible and pointless, and I strongly discourage anyone from doing that. After all, this is why I still have as many subscribers as I do, because otherwise, if I were to desperately please everyone, well, who knows what would have happened to me. Being a woman is so freaking easy. All you have to do is strip and do some sort of to be popular, right? That I was being partially sarcastic, though. Yeah, so we're not here for that. I am. This is a channel about books, you guys, and occasionally about a good movie adaptation, which we will speak about in our next episode. But for now, let's get back to Victoria and her bullshit. Victoria, yes, it's a disturbing story of a girl who never knew alternative ways of living, and it has a lot to do with sex here in this book. So, you know, this theme that often occurs in religious plot lines, that sex is only meant to be, you know, for procreation, never for pleasure, right? Copulation for procreation. That is some slogan there, but it is an interesting story. I would say it's a good book, and I had no problem finishing it. I wasn't surprised with the outcome, but we were kind of going into that direction, because psychologically most cases do end up in a similar fashion. Let me quote something for you. I really wanted to, so that you can get a whiff of what you're in for. The merciful Lord may have granted her cheating bastard of a husband the anesthesia of unconsciousness, but she'd be damned if she was going to let him bestow the same gift on his whore of a mistress. Those are Victoria's thoughts, by the way, so I think you can easily see where this is going. Yes, spoilers. I mean, we're back to this debate again. Was this a spoiler? I quoted a bit from the book so that you can know what you're in for, what you're getting in with. But at the same time, yeah, if you're smart enough and if you read similar works before, you can easily see where this is heading. My job is to introduce you to it. That is Girl. Anton Palmer. Go read it. I won't stop you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like disturbing content, consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb, and make sure to buy my book, Misanthropically Inclined. Yes, links will be in the description as usual. I am very thankful to all of those who have already purchased it. And yes, make sure to subscribe for more and stay tuned for our fun times with book versus movie adaptations and more disturbing books. Hell yes. Cheers.